The second week of the Cage of Yesteryear story event is coming. Let's begin. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Let's get into talking about what we're getting this week. This week, we're getting week 2, and I didn't even realize we were going to have a week 2 of the Cage of Yesteryear story. Now, if you watched it last week, it was amazing. I absolutely love it. This is probably my favorite story event they've done, possibly my favorite event in IDV in total. Yeah, probably my favorite. I'm unsure just how much content we're going to be getting this week, as in there's going to be some more story stuff. I believe it's probably going to be more centered around the kind of the Queen Bee part, because we didn't really have too much about that. But yeah, that's probably what we're going to be getting. But we are also getting the final blowout mode that's coming this week. I didn't know it was coming out in part 2, but that's fine. It's coming out this week as well. So that's a game mode that's coming back from before. I believe the final blowout mode was the one with the cards, where you go and play normal matches with the cards. Am I wrong about that? Another thing that we're getting this week is we're probably getting the Queen Bee available in the store for everyone to purchase for clues or for echoes. She'll probably also release with a B tier skin, although she might not. It's possible she won't. And this is going to give a lot more people the opportunity to play this character. She seems really strong from what I've seen. I'm kind of surprised at just how powerful she might possibly be, but I will mess around with her as well on release. And we're also getting a character day this week that is Nightwatch's character day on the 7th of December, meaning it's his second character day, and he's getting a portrait frame. As far as I know, that's all that we're getting this week. I guess it's quite possible they could give us the game engine update, but they usually announce that a little bit more in advance. As for some future content, we are getting a third week for the Cage of Yesteryear. So next week, not this week, but next week, we're getting another update. Again, I'm really not sure how much content we're going to get. Is it going to be a ton of cinematic stuff? I really hope that is the case. Is it going to be some special gameplay stuff? I don't really know. Special modes? Who knows? But it is, according to the calendar, coming on week 3 as well. We're getting a reveal show on December 19th. This is going to be basically a live stream where they reveal a ton of stuff. What we can expect is we can expect some sneak peeks at some new rewards, some new skins coming out, some new events that we might potentially get, the Chinese New Year content, Valentine's Day content that we might possibly get a new skin this year, because I don't think we got a new one last year. Koa content, as in the Koa skins and the Koa theme that we might be getting, the Call of the Abyss, if you don't know what that is. And maybe a sneak peek at some upcoming crossovers if we are going to have any, and stuff like that. We might also see a new character reveal, or multiple new character reveals. As in previous reveal shows around the time of December, we've also had character reveals, so it's potentially going to be the same this year. Now, these is also given as a Q&A that I believe released the same day as the release of last week's video, but anyway, there wasn't too much that I was too excited about, but I got a couple of things I can mention. Some new mini pets are coming before Chinese New Year. I believe they mean kind of hunter mini pets. I'm not completely sure about that. The new game engine is coming in December. People have been asking me this a lot in the comments, like, when is the game engine coming? Maybe before Christmas? Who knows? The feature of having accessories in the duo hunter or 2v8 mode is already in development, so they're actually adding that, but it seems like you'll only be able to see your own effects. You won't be able to see teammates' effects. That's mostly due to kind of impact of performance and stuff like that. So I can understand why they're doing that. Prospector's new voice lines, I didn't even realize he was getting any, will be releasing relatively soon. There are some adjustments under consideration, potentially for Hellember, where they might buff him, as I believe the changes to rescuing chairs that people are complaining about, where he's not as strong anymore. Lanternist is also under consideration for a nerf, as she's performing quite well, apparently. There are some scribbled idea changes. I believe some of them have already released, but they are also working or potentially thinking about adding a holding hand mode where you'll be able to hold hands with each other. And they're also going to be expanding the range of characters unlockable with the Remnant Unlock card. I don't actually know what that is, but it was mentioned there. And they're going to update the frequency of B tier skins in the event store. Is that the Spyglass store, or what store are they talking about here with B tier skins? I'm assuming it's the Spyglass store. As for a reminder, until December 27th, there is currently a recharge rebate event that is happening over on the official Identity 5 top-up website, where if you kind of spend, I believe it's any amount of money on the website, you'll be included into a lucky draw, where if you spend money, you'll be able to potentially win a prize, I believe, or something like that. Remember, only spend if you can afford it, and if you really, really want to. We talked about that in the recent video, but you know what I mean. And for some extra stuff that we need to mention, a survey for potential crossovers was given out in China, mostly not Japanese kind of related crossover stuff, apparently. I didn't recognize a lot of the stuff on there, but there are some things that I would love to see, such as Lies of P, although I haven't played it. I really, really want to play it. I've had it on my wish list for a very long time. Hollow Knight, I've played that on stream many years ago. My Little Pony, I thought that was quite funny. 2B Hero X, great anime. Frozen, that I thought was quite funny. I really wanted to see that just for the sake of laughing. Corpse Bride, and a few other things that were there as well. So if you want to look through the list of things that potentially people could kind of ask for by kind of completing that survey, these are things that we might see next year or over the next couple of years, potentially, if people kind of show enough interest, and of course the companies also show interest. And that's about it. So if you haven't already, click on the video that's right there because YouTube thinks that you will like it.